Hi everybody, welcome to the channel English with Pearl. Today we have a very special guest here. His name is Anand. Sir, please give us your brief introduction first and we will continue with our class or session.
Thank you very much, Pratima, for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself in front of your audience. Hi, everyone. My name is Anand Raj. Uh, I have been running an institute read and achieve classes for last 10 years, 9 years now, I would say. Yeah. And I have been working on YouTube as my channel name is English Finglish. It has been 5 years now. So I have done my chemistry. I have done my MSc in chemistry, and but I'm training my students how to speak in English. I make them confident enough to speak in English. That is my work right now. So that's all about me.
Okay, sir. So you have a lot of experience when it comes to teaching, right? Like you're doing it from past 10 years now. So, how is your experience since it has been a decade for you in this field, in this teaching field? How is the experience and what things did you learn when it comes to teaching? Like, what special strategies do you follow while teaching your students? You can share us a bit about that field.
I think yes, I have a very long experience now. I had started teaching all the subjects to my students in 2017. I had set up a small institute that is read and achieve classes. So I started with teaching them mathematics, physics, chemistry, all these main subjects. But I was very passionate about English since my childhood. So I knew grammar. So I was teaching them grammar as academics as, but I thought of improving my spoken English and that's how I started this YouTube channel. So when I started my YouTube channel, lots of people got inspired from my channel and they, started their channel and started, working on their English. So I thought of also teaching my students how to speak in English because we know English is one of the most important languages right now. As an Indian, we would say English is one of the most important languages after our mother tongue. So that's how this journey has started. And what methodology I use, then, time to time it varies. I learned so many things and I always improve myself and that's how I also change my method of teaching with these improvements. So
Okay.
that's all
So,
about the teaching method. If you have particular question, then I would love to answer it.
okay. So there was like it has been a decade, 5 years when you didn't used to speak in English and then you started learning English yourself, and it has been 5 years. So what changes you saw on yourself in your personality, the way you talk, or the confidence you felt after learning this language when you speak? So can you tell me a bit about that? Like with English, what you got?
With English, what I got. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think, I was very confident since my childhood. And, life has been struggling for me. I have struggled in different parts of the life as well. So I summed up all that experience together and I started working towards my own dream, I would say. Right? I have a dream for my future life and I'm working about it. I have long-term goals. So uh, how, learning English given me lots of upper hand. I mean, I got lots of advantages with my peers in my job or at my job or in my industry because lots of teachers do not know how to speak in English in my local areas. And that's what, helps me because people know I can teach English, I can train their kids how to speak in English. And everybody teaches mathematics, physics, chemistry, so we are teaching them as well. So there is advantage that we teach mathematics, physics, chemistry along with spoken English, and I'm also training them how to speak in English. So it helps me a lot to grow at my career, and it also helps me to grow my institute, right? So that's how English has helped me. And I talk with so many people around the world. and I talking with them helped me to improve my own confidence level. I had been confident enough, but talking with the people from different spheres of life and different parts of world also helped me to understand the world better and understand the psychology of people and how the things work together in the world. Yeah, that's what I have got from English.
Yes, exactly. And also you have a very like huge channel now. It has been 5 years for you since you're on this platform called YouTube. So if I was a parent and I would have your channel in front of me, I can see how you talk, the way you talk with people and the way you communicate, so it would be like give you an advantage in your career as well, as you're teaching, as you said, like you teach physics, chemistry, math, and plus you teach spoken English. So that's a plus point, right? Like being the teacher who can speak in English, it's obviously I can totally resonate with it, because even I am from a village, and in my area nobody really tries to talk in this language. There would be very few people who are willing to learn this language and speak, so it's obviously an advantage. Yeah.
It is an advantage. Yeah.
So like is there any moment like while you're having a conversation, did you ever felt like embarrassed because of your English, or were you always confident enough that you never felt that situation?
No, I never felt embarrassed because I stand with the reality. I know I don't know how to speak in English. Uh, I mean, I did not know how to speak in English. I started from the scratch.
Mhm.
So if I make mistake, it is natural
Yeah.
and it's the natural part of learning. So
Yeah.
that's why I never felt like embarrassed. Yeah, I am always conscious about my mistakes, but I know that it's the part of learning, and I know how much work I'm doing in the other side and how much work I'm putting to improve my English. And I am not going to give any of the taste of interview or kind of English test where my I have to level up the people. I'm learning English for my own purpose, for my own benefit, and I want to improve every single day. That is my goal. My goal is not to compete any examinations. So it doesn't mean that I do not want to speak, advanced level English, good English, or I want to excel at it. But I don't have competition. I mean to say that I don't have any competition with anybody. So whatever pace I'm going with, I'm totally comfortable. Every single day, I am trying my best to improve and level up my English. Yeah. So it gives me the kind of less pressure. I always feel comfortable with this language. Yeah. And continuously I'm working throughout these years whenever I feel I have time left or so I have never felt embarrassed. Yes, sometimes people commented very negative comments. I got very negative comments in my comment section, but I handle it because I know it is part of learning, and whoever is learning the English, they will have to go through this journey.
Yeah, exactly. And I completely agree with whatever you said. When you're learning anything, you have to have that mindset, okay, I'm gonna make mistakes, but I don't have to feel embarrassed or demotivated, no, motivated because of that, because it's the part of learning process, right? So, my next question from you would be that you are the live example. Like, even if you're not from English medium school, you can still learn, you can still excel in this language. So, if suppose there's a beginner so shy to speak in English and he doesn't even want to open up his mouth, but he's willing to learn this language, what 2 or 3 tips would you give him to just get starting, to just start speaking, not to be fluent or anything, to just start speaking in this language? What 3 tips would you like give?
First tips would be that start listening and start speaking chunks of the sentences. I mean, look at the things around yourself and try to translate it in English. You have like you start your day in the morning with brushing your tooth. Then say yes, I'm brushing my tooth. Right? I'm bathing.
Yeah.
Small chunks of sentences. I'm walking on the road. I'm departing for my office. So when you will start speaking the small sentences, it will encourage you to speak more. It will give you a sort of confidence which will lead you to go further. in this learning journey. What happens when we start, thinking of perfection at the beginning? Then the English becomes Herculean task for us. We cannot speak good English at once. It's the truth, and one will have to accept it. So when you start speaking the chunks of the sentences, your daily activities, you start translating your daily activities. I would not tell them to translate from Hindi to English because it will become your habit. Then you will have lots of problem to get rid of this habit. Translating from your mother tongue to English also becomes biggest problem later on, once you start speaking. So I would try to uh, think them in the perspective of English. Just imagine that you are brushing your tooth, right? You are walking on the road in English, not in Hindi that मैं टहल रहा हूँ और translate कर रहा हूँ in English. And so these small tips will help them to speak in English and never be afraid of mistakes. Mistakes are the stepping stone and it is building block of English. So always embrace your mistakes and try to correct it. That's the
Yes,
way.
exactly, exactly. There are a lot of learners that complain that I am speaking in English, I am able to speak in English, but I am making a lot of mistakes. Please tell me what to do. But they have to understand that there's nobody like perfect in this language. And if you're making mistakes, that just means you're learning in this language. Because if you know that I'm making mistake, you can just correct them in the next conversation. So you are learning, so it's a
Yes,
progress, and you shouldn't be like you shouldn't be desperate about it. Okay, I'm gonna remove all these mistakes in a day or so. It's a gradual process. Keep making mistakes because they will teach you a lot.
you rightly said that you are not making a mistake, you are just correcting your mistakes. Because
Yes.
today, if you are making a mistake, tomorrow you would definitely correct it. And this is the process of learning the language. So you are not making the mistakes, actually, you are advancing, you are correcting, and you are walking on the path. This is a sign which shows that you are walking on the right path.
Yes, exactly. And if we talk about you being a teacher, like for example, if you take my example, I am not sure what I'm gonna do in the future or in next 3 4 years. Were you always sure that I wanna be a teacher? I wanna teach students. I wanna help them. I wanna guide them. Were you always sure, or it was like so spontaneous that okay, someone asked me to teach their child, and then you found that I am interested. I should go in this field. What was your story?
The, yeah, the same happened. Like I did not know what I wanted to do in my career, but just somebody told me, yeah, teach my kids, and I thought of doing that, and that's how I started. And as soon as I started teaching their kids, one idea came in my mind. I should establish something of my own, and then I set up my read and receive classes in 2017. So, yes, I had never thought that I'm going to become a teacher. It was a sudden thought, kind of, I would say that situation compelled me to do that. Yeah,
Yes,
I had never
exactly.
thought.
Yeah, like there are a lot of students who are so clear about their future that okay, I'll be doing this. But for me, like even for me, like I didn't know that. I had never thought that like I would be starting a YouTube channel one day. I would be having conversation, but there was someone who told me to start a channel, and then I did, and then I started liking it. So sometimes you just don't know what to do, but then few situations get to, I don't know whether it's a God sign or whatever it is, but you get what you want. Like it's your passion. You find out eventually in the ending.